So why doesn't the Crochet Crowd have our own yarn line anyway? We've been in business like 15 years. Do you not think we should get something on the shelf? I'll tell you why we don't. And you may be surprised, or you may say, okay, I get it. I don't even know why I walk off camera, but it feels cool. Here I go again. Reason number one, I just don't want it. I just don't think I need to have my own yarn line to feel important. It's not a goal of mine. I look at celebrities, they come out with their own clothing lines or perfume or whatever crap they're trying to sell. And so it makes them relevant, but you can tell when they start becoming irrelevant, when they start getting ripped off the shelves and on clearance. So for myself, I think I would have a mental issue is that if a product went onto the shelf that was my own brand or my own face, and then people stopped buying it, then it gets ripped off and into clearance, and then you realize that you're not as important as you think you are. Number two, I just don't feel that highly about myself. I am not a narcissistic person where I feel like the whole world is revolving around me. I know for some of you it's probably hard to believe, but I'm literally just a guy in a village here in Nova Scotia. I love what I do. I like to inspire people, but I have my limit on what I'm willing to do in order to get myself in the public space. So I don't make effort to contact reality TV shows, get on the news, do a lot of big things, because I'm very comfortable just staying at home, just making my little videos here for YouTube and running my website. It's something that brings me more joy than it is to try to fight the fame. So over the years, have we had offers for yarn lines and stuff? Yeah, we have. It's come across my desk a few times of whether I want this or this or this. And every time I come back to it, it's like, is that really gonna make me a happier person by having my own yarn lines and stuff? And the reality is for myself, it's not. I think it's important for you at home to have a choice, and that if I'm using Karen 1 pound today and then Karen Simply Soft tomorrow, I am sponsored by yarnspirations.com, which I think has over 70 brands. So I can choose something in the 70 brands and not have to recreate a brand that is probably using the same yarn, just with a different label. So I think for myself, why reinvent the wheel and make life difficult? Because once you have your own brand, then you have to have your own patterns, and then you also have to face off with who? Yeah, the public. Just like that saying that everybody has an opinion, I think I would feel emotionally ruined that if people didn't like the product that I put on the shelf. So if they didn't like my color choices, they didn't like my patterns, they didn't like my face on the brand, they don't like my name, they don't like who I am, they have issues with my lifestyle. There's so much more that I think that could ruin me as a human being by having that judgment of getting myself more into the mainstream. So I'm not a person that I feel like I need to be there in order to feel good. And based on 2023, I think being in the mainstream is quite dangerous for my particular lifestyle anyway. And I think that it's not worth trying to put myself in a position where I'm more recognizable and then more in the mainstream to open up opinions for people that are not even involved in yarn. So for myself, I just want to be happy and I want to crochet. You know, I can crochet with so many great projects and different yarns and everything. And I can do that and still be happy. And so ultimately, I don't need my own yarn brand or my own crochet hooks, anything like that, to be happier, because I'm happy for the person that I am and for the inspiration that I'm sharing with you. So for me, it's not even important. And that's why we don't have it. Simple answer.